Now Israel at war, the conflict entering its second week. And look here at the border crossing. You can see some smoke in the distance as well. This is Rafah, Gaza. It's expected to reopen to allow humanitarian aid here to be delivered from neighboring Egypt. The death toll on both sides nearing 4,000 people.
Israel preparing for a ground invasion as President Biden weighs in on the United States' role in this conflict.
12 News reporter Jake Holter joins us live in studio with a look at the president's comments. Jake.
Kate, Patrick, more than 1 million people in the Gaza Strip have fled their homes in the past week in anticipation of Israeli invasion. Israel warning Palestinians of the incoming ground invasion as they seek to eliminate Hamas's leadership following the brutal attacks in Israel earlier this month. The death toll includes 30 U.S. citizens and 13 Americans remain unaccounted for, according to State Department officials. The Israeli military saying yesterday 155 people are confirmed to have been taken captive by Hamas. A number of Americans are believed to be among them. President Biden sat down with 60 Minutes last night and shared a message to Americans whose loved ones have disappeared in the conflict.
We're saying we're going to do everything in our power to find those who are still alive and set them free. Everything in our power. And I'm not going to go into the detail of that, but we're working like hell on it.
No timetable yet on when the ground invasion of Gaza will take place, but Israeli officials say it is imminent. Live in studio, Jake Holter, 12 News.
It's been more than a week since Hamas launched that brutal terror attack on southern Israel.
According to the State Department, at least 30 American citizens have died. 13 others are still missing.
President Biden says the U.S. will continue to offer support to Israel. Jake Holter joining us live in studio with what's happening there right now.
Patrick, Kate, Palestinians fleeing their homes and attempting to escape following airstrikes and Israeli warnings of an imminent ground invasion. Nearly 1/4 of Gaza's population taking refuge in United Nations schools and other facilities across the territory. Today, both Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office and Hamas have denied reports of a temporary ceasefire in Gaza to enable humanitarian aid to come in and foreigners to leave at the Rafah border crossing between Gaza and Egypt. This as reports are coming in that food and water supplies are dwindling in Gaza. President Biden sitting down with 60 Minutes yesterday to discuss the ongoing conflict. When asked if he would support Israeli occupation of Gaza, Biden said he believes that would be a mistake.
Hamas and the extreme elements of Hamas don't represent all the Palestinian people. And I think that it would be a mistake for Israel to occupy Gaza again. But to going in and taking out the extremists is a necessary requirement.
Now, the Israeli military also ordering people living in communities near the Lebanese border to evacuate. The order comes amid increasing cross-border fire between Israel and Hezbollah. Live in studio, Jake Holter, 12 News.